My name is Daisy Garriga, and you are listening to 89.9 WQTQ, and this is Teen Takeover, a radio show led by students at Weaver High School Journalism and Media Pathways. So make sure you tune in every third Sunday, and we are back, except I got my beba with me. But before I even get into that, be here May 21st, 11 a.m. sharp for our fourth episode. First. Beba, introduce yourself.
What's going on? My name is LeBron Marshall. I'm a student at Weaver High School. You guys will call me Beba.
So talk to us a little bit about, what do you do at school and all that?
I'm a senior. My pathway is journalism and media. I take Kinsella classes. I love the arts. When I go to college, I want to major in journalism and social justice. But however, I do want to be an actor, so we're just going to see how things go.
That's awesome. So last episode, we talked about cyberbullying. We had our superintendent with us. She touched base on mental health. For our first episode, we talked about toxic relationships and covered the story on Krishan Rock and Blueface, a very toxic relationship, yet we all focus on that just because we are younger and this is our generation. Sorry that we started off late. We had some technical difficulties, but we are here and we're ready. Follow our social medias at journalism_media_. But as always, we start with our quote of the day. So, Beba, really listen to this because I feel like this resonates with us both. You have been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try proving of yourself and see what happens. Lewis Hay. What does that mean to you?
I feel like it's talking about self-acceptance or self-validation because I feel like most of the time with society nowadays in our age, us being teens, I feel like we tend to look for validation from everyone else. And I feel like the first validation, Beba, it comes within us. And I feel like most teens need to understand that, don't you?
Yeah, and I agree with you. And I also feel like sometimes I don't know, in this generation, like what you post, you want everybody to see you outside with the newest Louis and a bag and a tote, but sometimes you just have to center yourself. And I feel like being in high school is hard, especially with everybody who's constantly judging you. You have to be your own person. And I think having these talk shows really help us be able to like connect with one another and be like, I see what you're going through, I experience it, and like you have somebody here for you. So starting off all of our talk shows, 5 minutes in, we do teen time. So for today's tea time, that's too hot, we need to spill it. We're talking about Ariana Grande's viral 3-minute TikTok video addressing health concerns after fans have been extremely worried about her. She advocated for body positivity and self-love, but is that enough to convince social media she's okay? Have you heard anything about it?
I did. I was all over TikTok and I was watching it and whatnot. But I just feel like it's kind of outrageous, because I feel like Ariana, she's like a sweet person. Yeah, she's a sweet person and whatnot. And I feel like the comments, they were unnecessary, especially because she built such a fan base that was based off of love and positivity and joy and self-love and whatnot. So I just feel like it's a big slap in the face towards my girl Ariana.
I agree with you. And a quick recap is we love her willingness to use this as a moment to say something bigger about health, right? She's talking about beauty in all form, and we love that. But it has to be hard to feel like you're constantly in the public eye. Like, she can't do anything. People are talking about her chest plates, and they're talking about, she's too bony. But it's like, what does healthy look like, And we talk about beauty in all forms, but she's struggling to even have acceptance, having thousands and millions of fans all over the world. It's just like, what is the artist supposed to look like? What are we supposed to look like, especially in a society where you're constantly being judged and need like public validation to just even, post something.
Yeah.
And I believe it's hard. Like, I can't imagine having to have a social media, like, management to tell me what I have to post. Like, I want to freely post what I want without being judged, and I feel like that's really hard for her, and I feel bad. How do you feel about it? Have you seen anything about Selena Gomez? I know we talked about that last time or anything.
No, I did. I feel like that was unnecessary, especially because, like I said before, Ariana and Selena, I feel like they're both celebrities, influencers that are really positive, and I feel like with Selena Gomez having lupus, and I feel like it was uncalled for with Hailey and Kylie, especially because you guys are grown women at your big age. So I just feel like, what was the point? Like, why would you try to call someone out on eyebrows or weight loss or them gaining weight, whatever the case was? And I just feel like her being the person that she is, it just really shows who's the bully, and it just really shows who has character.
I agree with you. And I know last time when we talked about Selena Gomez, I was so upset because, she does have lupus, and I know the struggle of it. My mother has it, so it's really hard for her itself to, go through it, though she is healthy and she continues to strive. But I can't imagine someone in the public eye having to go through it. And having celebrities even downplaying her as a lady, not a young lady, as a lady, and just talking about her, it breaks me because we're supposed to be a uplifting one another, and that's not happening. And it's hard. We're always on TikTok, we're on social media, we're seeing one another talk about each other. Are you serious? Like, so it's still happening. And even with Women's Month, it's still happening. And I'm wondering why people are not supporting one another. I don't know. Like, I feel like something that's hard too is even like seeing people post on social media like about it and putting their 2 cents in when they don't even know what's really happening behind closed doors. Do you see people talking about one another like often on social media?
I do. And I feel like it's unnecessary, only because I feel like social media should be an outlet. I feel like it became an outlet where we're degrading one another, diminishing one's character based off of their sexuality, race, or gender even. And I feel like it's just unnecessary, especially because I feel like social media, even when I was younger, I felt like it was going to be a place where I'm going to be a star. It's going to be like a loving comfort place where I could be out of the box of my regular shadow self, if you understand what I'm saying. So I just feel like, I don't know, it's just uncalled for with the whole diminishing somebody's character, talking about this person and all the built animosity, or making a post on Snapchat or on Instagram. I don't know, it's just uncalled for.
And it's weird that she even has to post about it. Like, can you imagine having to post about, oh, I'm sorry, tell the world why you're skinny? Like, is that right? Like, why do you have to do that? Why do you have to tell somebody, oh, like, I know you guys know that I'm losing weight and I'm out here, but I'm sorry, let me explain to you why I just had a little cupcake. Why does it matter? Why do people want to know?
But I feel like she doesn't, don't be wrong, I love Ariana. God is Woman, favorite song down. Just gotta let that be known. Favorite song down, but I feel like her as a celebrity, I feel like she shouldn't even explain to them, like, it's her, like, yes. But I love the fact that she has that stigma where it's like, I have to explain to my fans because she doesn't want to make it seem like she's getting put into a box. And I'm glad that she's sharing her truth and she's letting it be out and everything, because she doesn't want to be so closed off, and she wants to share body positivity, and she wants to let everybody know that skinny, big, slim, it doesn't matter. So I really love her her for that, for sure.
And for today's Real Talk, after we talk about teen time and conversing and changing into a more serious topic, we're going to be talking about body positivity. Body positivity is a social movement focused on the acceptance of all bodies, regardless of size, shape, skin tone, gender, and physical abilities, while challenging present-day beauty standards on an undesirable social construct. So let's talk about that.
Right.
What do you know about body positivity? Because I had to do my research to understand, like, how wide it goes. It's not just about your body, it's about everything. And I listed all of them, but, like, what do you know more about it?
I know body positivity. There was a movement that started, I think around 1967. And the funny thing is, it started with a radio station host. Basically, the movement was called Fat Acceptance. And it wasn't to be like, accept bigger girls or BBW girls. It was just to accept every single body size. So I think it originated back then. But like, my thoughts about it now, I feel like more people need to be more inclusive inside the movement. Even us boys, I feel like we need to start like regulating and like the do's and do nots and the says and don't says when it comes to certain topics, or like even having conversations with people about it. And I feel like even with boys, I feel like certain boys, they have low body dysphoria. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I never really realized how much boys struggle, because you guys joke with each other and it's always like laughing around, like, well, that's why you don't even play no sports. Like, you do this, like, oh my God, whatever, go work out. But like, from a male's perspective, how does what people say about any guy period just like demolish their character?
I'm telling you now, it hits them. And I feel like people need to understand, or I feel like what males need to understand, it hits them sometimes worse than certain females, only because I feel like us males, we tend to have this stigma, and that stigma tends to correlate with toxic masculinity, and then it's like, then you try to go in the gym, get buff, bro, stop talking about me, this and that and the third. So it really does come from toxic masculinity and with that overthinking, because it's like, I know me, for example, probably when I was about 10 years old, and I used to get called names because my job used to be mad big, brother. Just keep in mind. I used to be mad big, but really lost the weight. Thank God, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you for the fruits. Shout out Mama Fruta.
Right. Thank my mom for the Welch fruit snacks. Because I kid you not. Without the potassium in the bananas, without all that oranges and carrot, she really helped. Gotta big up to my mom, for sure. But, back to what I was saying, I feel like it does hit boys. And I feel like more boys, we need to be self-aware. And we shouldn't be closed off to the fact, because like I said before, toxic masculinity. And it's a big slapping piece, because I feel like we all need to, like I said before, be self-aware and just be open about it. Yeah, this is my body. I am who I am because I am who I am.
Right.
And I feel like whether it's a physical thing or like, by choice, I feel like people need to understand that you shouldn't pick on somebody based off of their appearance, body-wise. Feel me?
Yeah, and I believe like your body is your mirror and it's on the journey with you. So whatever you go through mentally, it shows physically. Whether you're just exhausted and drained from a long day at work, whether you just came out of practice and you're tired, like it shows physically. So especially if you're depressed, and that's a whole other topic, but if you're going through mental issues, that's going to show. And you wanted to be, you wanted to isolate yourself and you're tired, like it just shows. So the next question that I have is, does social media affect the younger people who suffer with body image?
Yeah.
And me and you were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know you talked a little bit about, males, but for females, it's like, for instance, summertime is coming up, right? And we talk about us in bikinis. Some females are not comfortable wearing two pieces, right? Why are we not comfortable? Because everyone has this social expectation, this norm that it's like you gotta look a certain way. So you see a girl and you see her love handles out, it's a problem. Why is it a problem? Except that, it doesn't have to be slim thick like Kim Kardashian. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell all you little boys listening, it's not like that. Maturity is realizing that you're gonna get the woman how she's coming and you're gonna accept it. That's it. You take her for her mind, you take her for her body and her soul. That's accepted.
Yeah, and I feel like, especially because, my Kayla, my little sister, she's 10. One thing I peeped, she really does, like, 10-year-olds, they're on social media. That's like the lower generation. We're Gen Z, what they about to be called. That's beside the point.
They still Gen Z, I think.
Nah,
Are they?
They too young to be Gen Z for real.
What are they, Nintendos? They're still electronics.
They something like shit. I don't know, but for example, my little sister, I peeped. Like she was watching, I'm not sure what she was watching. She was watching like America's Top Model, and mind you, we all know Tyra. She was going ballistic on those girls. Mm-hmm. And I peeped my little sister. She wasn't eating for a little while, so like I'm watching her. Me and her were talking. And I feel like social media has this impact on little girls where I'm supposed to be slim and skinny and pretty. And I feel like the only females that even get posted on Instagram or on magazines, it's just young white women. There's not enough diversity. I feel like social media needs to show bigger. Even Lizzo. One thing I can say with Lizzo, and not even because she's a part of the BW community, I feel like she's a good Sorry, I feel like she's like a good influence on the show.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I'm currently like managing a lot of things, but as a brother, how do you feel knowing that your sister's experiencing this at the age that she is? Like, what can you do to support her? Because sometimes we have the problem, but we don't have the solution. So what do you feel like you could do?
I feel bad, but one thing that I know that I do with my sister now, it's most definitely self-affirmations. And I feel like not even with my little sister, but just with us teens, I feel like self-affirmation is key, and self-confidence for sure. So there's this it's a poem, and it's the poem's like I'm a king destined for greatness, but with my little sister, I tell her to say I'm a queen destined for greatness, and she always needs to remember that her body image, she's pretty, and just stuff like that. For an example, self-affirmation. So I always tell her, be confident, you own it, and that's just that.
I agree with you, and that's important. I appreciate you for that, because a lot of men are uncomfortable with being vulnerable and open, especially about this topic, but you go through it too. You guys go through it too. And we have to stop shifting, women go through this. No, guys do it too. A girl look at him, I don't even like him, he don't even got abs for her. Why does that matter, right? But at the end of the day, is he healthy? If you care about someone, are they healthy?
Yeah.
Being worried about someone is okay, but sometimes we need to be gentle with our words and realize that, yeah, you could say, hey, you've gained a lot of weight, but be respectful about it. I'm worried about your health. Are you okay? So watch the way that, we talk to people and we adjust ourselves, because sometimes that's poisonous. But I do want us to shift our focus, and we're going to skip our music for today. We did run behind on time. But we had a guest, and we were so excited because ever since we started having our superintendent, a lot of people reached out to us, and we just had to get her on. So I'm going to ask you to please introduce yourself. I don't want to give your blurb on what you do.
Hello, I'm glad to be on here. My name is Deidre. I am the Youth and College Ambassador for Hartford Communities That Care, and I also am a case manager at Hartford Communities That Care.
Awesome. So can you talk to me a little bit about a day in your life and what that looks like with, what you do?
Oh, a day in the life. It's not for the week. I'm gonna tell you that from now, because we do deal with a lot of trauma within the community. People that have been through violent crimes. So it's kind of difficult. But then again, it's amazing to me because of the hope that, you know, these community-based organizations, they give to these people. They sometimes feel like they're left alone in their vulnerable times. So when you have a community-based organization, they're in your corner from every step, from when the news leaves to other people in your family leaving, and it's no longer hyped up. There's somebody in your corner that's still going to root for you. So
That's amazing. And I know you guys have a lot of leadership programs, and it's not just about the adults, it's also about the youth today. So I have a couple questions around that. And the first question is, what are some major issues with our teens today?
Like you guys said before, like social media is a huge thing, and then also not having great coping mechanisms for them. I feel like a lot of them feel like it's good to self-medicate, and then also not talk about talk about their traumas and stuff like that, because a lot of them have been going through a lot of different things. I can say for myself that I've been through a whole boatload of stuff, but it's been hard for them to really have those healthy coping mechanisms and what that looks like.
I know you guys have a lot of like programs and leadership activities. What are some things that you guys teach the youth, especially when you guys are in your meetings?
We teach them different things. Like now we're starting to have mental health discussions because we see that it's very much needed. We look at the our youth and we kind of see how the mood shifts a little bit, and then we try to have a conversation surrounding it. And also we try to teach them money management, stress management, like college stuff, and you know how sometimes that can be challenging, especially in high school when you're a junior and going through that whole process. But we try to teach them a whole wide range of different things so that they could be a well-rounded individual. So
I appreciate that our community has so many programs for the youth, because when we're in school, right, we know we have sports, we know we got parties, but it's the kids that join those Zooms about equity and leadership. It's those kids that take an hour, 2 hours after school to go to Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, you know, all of these programs just to be involved, and it's important that we continue to have that going. I go to Boys and Girls Club. We just went to a HBCU trip free. You don't get those. You don't get things like that often. We went to Washington, D.C., and I'm sure you can speak on the importance of, you know, being in the Blue Hills program and how that's helped you.
Yeah, I feel like not only has it helped with like my mental health, because there once upon a time I feel like I was low, especially because I used to do cheerleading, and I feel like it used to be a lot, and I feel like cheerleading, whether I want to say it or not, it kind of like made me have like a body like this dysphoria type of thing. Like when I was doing cheer, it's like I didn't want to eat. I just wanted to keep cheering and just look like the male cheerleader, or what I thought the male cheerleader was supposed to look like. And I feel like with Blue Hills after school, it was really my escape, especially nowadays with teens. Their coping mechanisms is, like you said before, like self-medicated. But with me, I learned with Blue Hills I could write. Sometimes I just like to listen to music and just have a peace of mind. Hashtag my girl Laura Hell. But yeah, no.
Yeah. I'm the door. So another question I have, and I want to make this as, you know, free, open as possible, but how has identity impacted the youth today?
For me, I've seen a lot of kids struggle with identity, especially when it comes to, like you said, body dysmorphia and all this other stuff. They feel like they can't be themselves, especially in the public eye, and men as well. When you have the whole facade thing where I have to be cool, or that toxic masculinity piece. So identity is like a huge thing that I feel like is lost in the sauce. I don't know if that's like a good.
No, I got you.
She says that like okay.
Yeah, you know.
She said lost in the sauce. Like, all right, Nikki.
So yeah, like identity is. I feel like it's lost now, and a lot of people are trying to grasp the meaning of it in their own way. So.
And I know this question I'm going to ask kind of shifts a little bit to the side more from just like someone who's, you know, still is knows about our generation, but is still around a lot of adults and is an adult yourself. What advice do you have to adults when communicating with teens? And I say this because sometimes, like for instance, security guards, right? They try to get teens to go back into class. They try to have them, go, and they're like, man, stop talking to me, leave me alone. But they're very aggressive with them. Or when you have conversations, how can young ladies feel comfortable to talk to someone? What are things that, teens need to look, what are things that teens should look for in an adult when speaking to them?
Honestly, body language is a huge thing. The whole security guard piece, I felt more comfortable with a security guard than I did other staff members.
Yep.
So it can be a little challenging and difficult, especially like I said before with the whole facade thing. I don't want to seem vulnerable. I don't want to seem less cool than my other peers. So I'm going to act a certain way so that I can be seen. And so a lot of the adults, I feel like, should be more genuine and seeing them for who they are and not what they're showing them. So a lot of the adults like to judge based off of actions, but sometimes actions are their words. So they don't know how to put it into words, so they're going to do it based off of action. So vulnerability, what does that look like to someone? Or showing them how certain things will impact them in the long run, instead of automatically writing them off as a terrible kid or a bad kid or someone who doesn't need to be a part of society or the school period. So
Sometimes I tell myself, I'm like, I never want to have a plan B for my career choice, but if I did, I always talked about social work. But being a behavior tech is another one. Being able to connect with kids, like just being that one teacher, kids be like, man, can I go to your room? Like, well, because you could trust them. Where I'm like, listen, do what you gotta do, like, and we could have incentives. But I feel like sometimes school is so structured, right? You have to do this, you have to do that, that you never get time to connect with your teacher because it's, you're not gonna do your assignment F, bro. I gotta do this. I got a job. I gotta take care of my siblings. And that's not for everybody, but it's like teachers need to be more open, but they can't when they got a deadline, a curriculum they have to follow. So we have to respect what they're doing. How do you feel, especially with, what I talked about?
I feel like people, with us teens, we rather say sorry than ask for help.
Yeah.
We rather say sorry than ask for help. And I feel like we need to get out that mindset. Even me, I really need to get out that mindset nevertheless. Because I feel like if help's needed, especially Weaver, most of us being African American, I feel like we need to be a stronghold, and colored even. I feel like we need to be a stronghold. We need to lean on one another when it comes to that things, even with the student aspects. I feel like with certain kids from Kinsella, I remember in the curriculum when I was messing up on like a song, because with musical theater, you, for an example, North, it's like you guys help one another, you guys lean on one another. And some kids, for example, they come to school for an escape. School's worse than home. And I feel like we have to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like last year, especially for me, school's most definitely, it was better than home. Matter of fact, it was better than home. School was my escape. And I feel like some teachers, they need to understand that some kids come to school, to learn, but some kids come to school because they can't go back home. They don't feel comfortable being in a household, a toxic household where it involves drug abuse or abuse in general, verbal abuse by parents that are supposed to love and nurture your child. And I feel like there's a stigma in society of how a child's supposed to act. And like you said before, with it being so structured in school, go to fifth period, then sixth, and no talking, just walk in the halls. I feel like
I get that. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
the importance as well is that maybe teachers need to see how important staff, social workers, everyone need to see how important they are. Yeah. They think of it as a job, but we think of it as there are resources. There's someone we lean on. I see my staff more than I see my mom. And that's important to me because it's like I want to see my family more than I see staff. But staff too are like our family. But they have to see the importance. The staff see us more than they see their kids. So we need to start having some type of, some type of connection so we can all be like, listen, I know what you go through at home. And I see you having a tough day, man. Keep your head up. You got this. More positive, more. That one lady in our building that's always laughing and smiling. That she be like, "What you doing?" She be like, "Hi, Miss Andrea." I love that lady. She is so positive, and it's teachers like that are just smiling and positive. Yeah. Do you have any stories of someone who just like always leans on you and just like you guys have like a close relationship, student wise, or
Yes. Okay. So I used to do before and after school programming. And we had like kids from preschool all the way to 6th grade. So a lot of them felt comfortable enough because I opened that door where it's like, okay, you can talk to me if you need anything. It's not like okay, I'll tell you my whole life story where we're friends and we're gonna do this. It's a level of boundary setting. So it's like, okay, you can come to me whenever you need to cry, be angry, and a lot of kids now are angry. They're just angry and traumatized, and that's why the need for trauma-informed space. So when you said behavior tech, and where it's like, okay, you can come and sit and talk to me, or you can come in and hit my beanbag chair or something like that. It's something where you can they have an outlet to talk to you or just get whatever they need to get out, because that's important. And the teachers that impact you the most are the people that are going to get you places to where you want to be, because that person where you guys connected with was a person that knows, okay, these kids are going through something, so let me do a little something a little extra where they're going to be able to have a great day, or when it may be annoying, but then it's like, okay, I remember that teacher because she was the one that made my day a lot better, So I feel like there's a lot of kids that need us, especially, it doesn't even have to be limited to adults, it could be peers too. So you guys touch on the freshmen, touch on the middle schoolers or whoever, the little kids that you see. It's not just limited to adults, because peer support is really important, and I'm going to say that forever. It's very important because it's the understanding factor of it all. So I just want to say that.
I agree with that too, because sometimes I know, in class you're not supposed to be talking or you say it silent. But if I see someone that I know is struggling and I know that I can help them, why can't I get up and talk to them? Why can't I go and tell them, hey, come sit with me? Why do we got to sit in our assigned seats? Why can't they come sit with me? Why can't we do this together? I think more group work, more partner work, because what does that do? We bounce off of each other. If I know that he's having a tough day and I see he's uncomfortable in a situation, I'm going to support him and take him out of that situation. I'm going to laugh my way in his conversation, be in his business, and get him out. Same way for that. When you start, I can understand body language. I think that's important. We learn about these things in seminar. How to appropriately address somebody who you don't know. And we can use this in the real world. You out on the street, and if I'm comfortable communicating, which I am, if I see someone who's kind of fiddling their hands and there's a grown man talking to them and she's uncomfortable and she looks scared, I'm crossing that street and I'm getting her out of that. But how many people our ages have that confidence in themselves to support others? Right. So when we're in seminar, when we're in school, let's start now. Let's start communicating with each other. Let's raise our hands. Let's ask her for help. And again, let's stop saying sorry for even making mistakes or being uncomfortable. When teachers want to call on us and pick us out and embarrass us, no, let me be comfortable enough to tell you I know the answer to this. And if I don't, it's all right. Teach me. I'm open to learn.
Or even going as far as advocating for them and saying, this person, I feel like this person, or pulling the teacher and be like, I think this person is having a bad day. I feel like they're going to start breaking down or something, advocating for someone else. If you see something, say something. We always hear that. And it's like, okay, but I don't want to be a snitch. I don't know their issue or their problem. I don't want to be in that. Yeah. But at the same time, you can save someone by saying something all the time. Like someone who is about to break down or feel like they are angry enough to punch a hole in the wall, you are like, okay, we have to get them somewhere. And if the school doesn't listen, that's when you get an adult and be like, okay, I told the teacher this and they didn't listen to me, and then now here's the repercussions to why you didn't listen to me, because that person is now vandalizing the school and now you're upset with them when you could have seen the signs easily. So
and that goes back to teachers being open and understanding us. And it's like, if I'm going to be honest and I'm going to come to you, please be willing to listen to me and accept it. Not having this door where you're sitting here behind your computer and it's F and it's C and it's A and it's B. No, talk to me. Like every time I walk into a class, I'll be like, hi, how are you? Good morning. How was your day? Oh, it was fine. Let's open up your notebook. Or I've had teachers cry, just sit there and cry. And it's like, as much as I don't want to see that, it's good to know they have emotions and that they are still actively feeling in class. If I hope this doesn't happen, but if a child is disrespected a teacher and they cry, that shows me, okay, she cares. She cares because she wants to help you and she wants to get to you, but there is no connection. So I think it's important that we start learning how to communicate with each other. And identity, like we talked about, is big. And how can we reach out to any of these programs that you are aware of if we need, Boys and Girls Club, YMCA, or whatever that, you guys have and do?
So for us, you can do an email, you can call, but I don't know about the Y, but I would also look on their websites and stuff like that as well, because they probably have their programs online. But our email is HCTCYouthLeaders@gmail.com, and then you would ask for our director, and that is Eddie Brown.
That's my boy Eddie.
All right. So the programs and stuff like that. And if you go to our website, you can also see the different things that we do under, like HCTC is the main thing, but you can see the programs underneath, like our Hartford Care Response Team. They go out 24/7, 365, every morning, night, afternoon, whatever, to help the community. And then you also have the Youth Leadership Academy, like you talked about, which serves 13 through 18. And we talk about policy recommendations and all this other stuff and research. And then we also help kids with life skills, basic life skills. And you have our different programs, which is our website is Hartford Communities That Care at
HartfordCTC.org.
HartfordCTC.org. Oh my gosh. I should know this.
It's all right.
But yeah, so if you look up Hartford Communities That Care and hit the website on Google, then you'll see everything. It's very colorful, so you won't miss it.
All right, we appreciate you so much for being here today and sharing this safe space with us. This is 89.9 WQTQ, and this is Teen Takeover, and we'll be right back after this song. We are back. This is 89.9 WQTQ. My name is Daisy Garriga, and I'm here with Beba. So now we have a amazing segment, which me and Jamila usually love to do, but I cannot wait to hear LeBron's input on all of this. This is our segment where we either teach you something or we're wasting our time. It's either or. It's either or. So either you know about it or you don't.
Let's hope I know about it.
We don't want that silence. So let's talk about TikTok being banned in the United States. How do you feel about this? It's about to happen. It's already happening in Montana.
Mija, ay Dios mío. Like,
Nah, Dios mío.
not TikTok. No, because hear me out. Like, when I be bored,
Yeah.
when I genuinely be bored, TikTok be my girly. Like, me and her go way back.
Yeah,
from,
I go way back, yeah.
Musically days.
Yes, Musically days,
And I feel
Vine
like,
days.
yeah, Vine days, dub smash days.
Not you doing the whoa, what? I am worried right now.
No, but like, honestly, I feel like they shouldn't. Don't be wrong. I understand. I genuinely understand why, but I feel like TikTok, it was like a little outlet, a little escape where some kids and some teens, even some adults, where they could be themselves they could become another person. Think of it as a alter persona. You know, Beyonce has Sasha Fierce. Maddie Ziegler, when she was dancing at the time, she had the little wig with Sia. Me, I got Beba. You got Beba. So, I feel like it's a little escape where we can become another person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do worry, though, because, listen, even though TikTok, you lay down, it's about, 10 o'clock, and you're on there for, 30 minutes, it does get addicting. And I think that is the problem. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to give you guys a glimpse of what Weaver High School looks like when we're in transition. Not during the day. We're all sitting down doing our work. But during the day, you see about 4 girls talking about some, hey, and they're dancing their way to class doing TikToks. And they be like, no, let me get in the video. And I'm staring like, bro, I've seen you guys do this TikTok 30 times, get to class, bro.
And I'll be one of them.
Not you be one of them.
I'll be one. Nah, but it depends.
You be so mad at me when I can't get one right. Like, don't mind it. I go to perform art school, I can dance. But when I can't get it down, you be like, listen, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and it just really makes you mad. I feel like TikTok is gonna ruin this relationship we have because I can't get the dances down.
Alright, but guess what? It's a big slap in the face, and I feel like you need to coordinate with the movement. It's Minka. You gotta hit it, Baba. It's like,
all right, yeah.
boom,
We'll work on
pop.
that. We'll talk about this after because I feel like it's gonna make me get emotional.
It's alright.
I feel like you're trying to play me.
No, but it's alright to get emotional. This is your comfort. It's a safe space.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
It's a safe space.
Okay, so do you know why they're trying to ban TikTok? Let me ask you that. Do you know why?
Wasn't it correlating with the girl that was in Mexico? Or no? Why are they trying to ban TikTok?
Well,
yeah, talk to me about
listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not even gonna get into this because I don't know too much about it, but we are talking about a little bit of stuff that's happening in China and all these things and information that they're pulling from our TikTok and all these things. All I'm saying, and I'm gonna say this right now, I'm no politician, I know nothing about it, but if we go into war, I'm going to Jamaica.
He said he came from Jamaica.
I'm telling you, I am taking a woman. Like, I don't even play like that. Like, no, I don't even play like that. I know I look real good in the outfit. I look real good, yes, with the green, but I'm not going to war. So I love everybody. I respect everybody, but I'm sorry, baby, we're going to Jamaica because they're going to take you. They're going to draft people that are taking you. You're going to be arguing with the sergeant like, I'm not going. I don't care.
I know my right.
No, I know my right. No. But that's why, because China's taking our information. So they're trying to start,
I don't even play like that.
I don't play that either. Especially if they see my drafts on TikTok. Oh, I don't even play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they gotta chill out.
Especially if they see the videos I was making when I was talking junk. Yeah, they don't even want. They
gotta see the videos that we made.
So let's go to the next one. Do you know Mikey Williams?
Oh, basketball player. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So he is like the top high school basketball recruit, and he was arrested on Thursday for 5 felony counts of assault with a deadly weapon. He has since been released on bail, and the standout player has committed to the University of Memphis. He's also signed a Puma deal, making him the first college recruit to have a sneaker partnership. Why give it all up?
That's unfortunate, because I was really rooting for him.
It's so aggravating because, I mean, from so many other people. What's the other one? The one that said, "It's a parade in my city." Yeah.
It's a parade in my city.
Yes, what's his name, Ja?
Yeah, Ja, and he has his daughter, yeah.
Yes, like, they are getting arrested and they're doing these things. And it's like, you know how many young kids look up to you guys? And you guys got all of this, and you gonna mess it up for a gun? Are you serious? Like, come on now.
Like a gun.
Get an Orby. I'm really tired of these
Water
boys
gun.
trying to... Yes, like, what do you need this for?
Yeah.
But it's so unfortunate because I know a lot of people that headlines are talking about it. Like, I hope that people like that who have such a big platform change their ways because it's not fair. Yeah. It's not fair to their fans and it's not fair to themselves. So they're putting their kids through this, right? Mm-hmm. Do you have a did you know that you're passionate about? Because I have a whole bunch of them, but I want to hear what you have.
Nah, other than the little Nas X thing, I was like, oh, really? I ain't said X, that's how we rolling. Because, with the whole little thing, he was like, yeah, the video was to make everyone gay and this and that. I was like, wow. Don't get me wrong, of course he was being sarcastic, but I'm just like, that whole little idea just kind of hit me a little bit, like to the left, to the right, like it kind of hit me a little bit.
Not hitting you, not you doing it on body isolations. You gotta stop. Mind you, the people on the radio can't even see what you're doing, so I'm gonna have to narrate it. So one, he shifts to the left, to the right.
I'm doing a little Kim a little bit.
He's doing a little Missy, yeah, all
Missy,
right.
Oh, no, you better say Missy Elliott.
Not Missy Elliott.
Love her down. Great music.
How do you feel about the New York rappers who are really putting the rap game on the market right now?
All right, well, one, can we talk about Ice Spice?
Oh my God, okay. Goodness, that's gonna get me tight. Because in the beginning, I didn't really think that she was gonna blow up like that.
That's the problem.
I really did not think she was gonna blow up like that. Now you got her with Nicki Minaj, all of these artists, and I did not expect this from her.
I'm not gonna lie. You right, because I didn't either. Because when she was like much, I'm like, girl, I'm like, sit down.
You thought I was feeling you? Once I do my debut right now, me and the bib on this right now, doing what we do, rapping because we cool, chilling with my crew, ooh. Teen Takeover, you know what I do. Teen Takeover, you know what we do. Hey, recruit me right now.
Talk to me nice. I'm Hercules.
If Ice Spice could do it, I could do it too.
Nah, but like Ice Spice, like I feel like with Ice Spice, like the song Munch, like I ain't really think like I'm like, all right, she doing her little big one, but now when you heard her song with Nicki when she was like, nah, cause I don't even know the lyrics, so I'm not even about to front Spice.
Don't
like
even
that.
try to play with it because they're gonna get canceled.
Nah, but with, even Lola,
Lola Brooke, she is, and they're all coming from New York, and there's like, why no Connecticut rapper is doing their big one?
Yeah, word to the what? Like I'm really waiting for
don't even. But listen, if there's no Connecticut rappers that are really doing it in our generation, we're gonna have to do it. And if there's nobody, it's gonna have to be us.
And see me and Beba at the Grammys at 20 around 2030.
2030, yeah. Push it to 2035 just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Well, I did also want to talk about, to wrap this segment up, Shanquilla Robinson. That is such a serious topic that I'm very, I feel for it. That's something that I actually wanted it to be our tea time discussion, but I realized it's such a hard topic to talk about that, I want to know enough about it, in which I watch a lot of videos and I follow it closely. But it's just something that there's too much that comes with it to do such a heavy topic like that. But after, watching the video, for those who don't know, Shanquilla Robinson is a 25-year-old. She was 25 and she went to Mexico with her friends. And there's a video that went viral of them beating her. And, she passed away. They went back to her mother and they told her mother that she died from alcohol poisoning. But then afterwards, the video went viral of them beating her. And we're wondering if they beat her to death, right? So they are now saying that the investigation and everything, there isn't enough evidence to support a federal prosecution. And that is just so, it's so hard that a topic so serious like that and knowing the severity of it, she's not getting justice.
And it really makes me go back to little things why young black men are getting put in jail for the most littlest things. But this big thing, you guys don't have enough evidence. The proof is in the pudding. And I feel like it's a big slap in the face. It goes back to Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and not even black on black crime, or just another black young woman, her life getting ended too early. I feel like it's just a big slap in the face, and it's really unfortunate.
And I look at that, if we were going to do a tea time for it in a discussion, it would be fake friends. Because one of the boys in the group was her best friend since she was a kid. And all of them grew up with her, whether it was college or high school, they all know of her for years and they're very close. So just imagine someone that you confide in, someone that you call, someone you go to their house will really do that to you. Because she had her own black-owned business, and she was doing her big one. Yeah. She had money, but she was so caring. She made them, she paid for everything.
She did.
It's upsetting that it just shows fake friends, and it shows to watch yourself, because there's always snakes, and it's hard. You never really know who's in your corner. But the most important thing is continue to stay solid, continue to be a good person, respect those around you, because you never know what someone's going through. But that right there, did you know, I was a lot of people didn't know that there's no evidence. They're saying that the evidence isn't it's not enough. And it's what else do you need?
Yeah,
there's a video of her getting beat. What else do you need?
The proof is in the pudding. And I don't know, it's
not the proof is in the pudding. Talk to me about that. You really love it. You said, babe, the proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding. You see Auntie Nene making a little banana pudding. The proof is in the pudding.
You're done.
The proof is right
not
here.
Not explaining how you make the pudding for the proof. Come on now.
Nah, but
how do you feel about Dirk in India?
Dirk, sit down.
Hold on, stop. So for those who do not know who Dirk is, he is a rapper. And then India is his baby mother, his girlfriend. A lot of people look up to them. They've been together for years since he was in high school. Those are relationships where it's if you guys break up, there's no such thing as love, right? And they broke up. So what is love?
If we really gonna talk about it, with the saying right person, wrong time. It's when is it gonna be the right time with them two? Because it's boom, we together, we not together. I cheat on you, ding, I was with that. But you know what I'm saying? So I just feel
I'm not with it. Then he went to Howard. I hope it was Howard. I believe so. He just did a performance at Howard, and he said, "Everybody say what's up," and they're like, "Yo," and he was like, "If you want me to get back with India, everybody say yo," and everyone went crazy. I said, "No, I'm not saying yo." She don't deserve that.
India, and I feel like she's too pretty.
She is too pretty. She's just too fine.
All right.
But I love Dirk.
Here, right?
I love them together for each other, but I don't like what comes of being
He needs a retwist. But
he needs a retwist? Are you serious?
Nah,
he needs a shape up. But
I don't want to. Nah, Dirk, let me chill before you get your goons on me, but
yeah, let's stop. Let's stop playing. We don't even play like that.
Really don't.
I was about to say something, but I can't say that. But anyways, so I just feel like celebrities itself plays a huge role on what people think relationships should look like. Because we talked about Blueface and Kashawn.
Yeah.
I would never let somebody do all that.
Oh, nah. Don't get me wrong. Are they toxic? Yeah, but
she is actually pregnant. And we told you guys that our first show, we said there's the allegations that she is pregnant. We talked about that. But to confirm it, she is actually indeed pregnant.
Talk to me nice. Lil Blue or Lil Sean.
That baby is going to be angry. I'm not even going to lie.
Nah, but I don't know. I kind of like Krishan. I really, don't get me wrong. And I feel like when people, they kind of have this mindset where it's oh, it's toxic to like her. Oh, you only like her if you just like to fight. The type of people that like her just like to fight or that's aggressive. No, I like her because I've seen her growth. The TV show Baddies West, Baddies South. And you see how she is on it. She's an aggressive type of person. She fights, she talk her talk, whoop, whoop. And I feel like people need to understand she's really misunderstood.
Yes,
and I see that.
I agree with you. Krishan is, because she's known for fighting, she's known for arguing, she's known for all these things, but the truth is she's misunderstood. She's depressed and she doesn't have family to go to because she's chosen Blueface over everyone. But a big part of being in a relationship is stop isolating yourself for a person. Don't change don't push your family away, don't push your friends away because of someone. Because when that person is gone, you're going to have everyone there that has been there for the second. They're going to look at you different.
About to be stuck.
You're stuck. Now she's stuck. Now they really stuck.
Yeah. Wait, didn't she get locked? She got locked up, right?
Girl, I don't even know. But
Locked up, won't let me
You're
out.
done. All right, so for the next segment, we got teen outreach. For teen outreach, we usually, let everyone know about opportunities for the teen in our community. There's a whole lot of them. But, Beba, you want to tell them about our Hartford Performs Festival?
Our Hartford Perform Dance and Theater Festival. It's at Weaver High School. It was at Weaver High School. Yeah, we did it. When was it? Oh,
it's the one on Friday.
That you guys did?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was the first ever. It was amazing, but read the blurb and then we can talk about it. Alrighty, honey. I could just. All right, that's fine.
because
So,
it wasn't.
It's fine.
The
So,
eye's not eyeing. The binoculars, I don't really got them on
okay.
right now.
So basically, that on April 6, 2023, Hartford Public Schools Arts and Wellness in partnership with Hartford Performs and presented our first annual Hartford Public Schools Dance and Theater Festival at the Weaver High School and Kinsella Magnet campus. The festival featured theater and dance performance all around the city. It was so fun. We are performing Little Shop of Horrors on April 27th and on April 28th at 7 p.m. The tickets are $10 at the door and $5 for students, and I will be performing as well. So the festival was so fun because everybody in Hartford, everyone who does performing arts and all that, were there, and we had like different scenes. People did some acting, some people did, some theater, some people sung, like whatever. It was so fun.
You for real?
Yeah. What?
Because I'm in my head, I'm just like, dang, I really could have ate that up.
Yeah, but we did. So it was based on whatever performance you're doing or show. So we did Little Shop of Horrors. So we performed downtown.
Oh, really?
Skid Row. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was really fun. I wish they would have expanded it to Weaver so that they could have joined us as well. 2020 through. Are you serious?
It's all right.
Our summer of 2023 youth activities and resource event will be held on April 22nd, and we will have that Parker Memorial Community Center. Beba, do you know how many opportunities Hartford actually has?
Nah, I'm not gonna
yesterday,
lie.
I saw that, and I really saw so much.
What you saw, tell me about it, Beba.
All the recreation centers have so many events for us our age, and I'm always trying to find things to do if I'm bored or something. Like the pools are open. Come on now. We can't get to Six Flags. We gotta go. And I know what you're thinking, Hartford. Don't try to play like it's dirty. It's not. It's beautiful. I'm
glad we be reading each other's mind a little bit.
Stop.
Just a little
Don't talk
bit.
about them like that. Don't even. But yeah, so basically, please make sure that you guys check your the Hartford Library. They have so many events as well that they're always doing. Albany branch, all of that. Check it out.
Here to discuss justice from a community perspective. This event is free, but we do ask you to register here.
Okay, now listen, I got something else for you. So please go to hartfordhctc.org to RSVP for the 5th Annual Youth Summit on April 29, 2023 from 10 to 2. Can I get my phone back?
Your device?
I want us to go to this. We have a lot of events happening, and I'm going to make sure that we put it on our Instagram so we guys can check the folders and, have all of these opportunities. The one that I will be at, so if you guys want to see us there, is our opening event for the Los Amigos Softball League, which is where my family always go to every year, and I hope that they know that it's April 30th. But it'll be Sunday, April 30th at Colt Park, Field 3 at 11 a.m. So it's the American League versus the National League. And with Los Amigos Softball League, they usually play for someone who has cancer. And I really appreciate that they do that because we don't really know what kids are going through. So they always, show one of the kids and kind of show them that we're here for them and we support them. So please, check out the events happening. That's so funny. I already have this on my phone. Sorry to say that, but I do already have these things on my phone. I screenshotted it, but I can still see yours just in case. I'm just on it. I'm really on it. You can read this.
That for you.
You know who I am. You know what I do. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Girl, that was too good.
That was too good. Give that one.
Prevention partnership.
No, but say it real
Como se?
Yeah.
I feel you. All right, y'all. Prevention partnership. The UQPR training and certification. Peers help peers suicide prevention. Get certified. Wednesday, April 19th, 7 to 8:30. Training hosted over Zoom. This is a training designed to help high school students obtain a life-saving QPR. Question, persuade, refer.
So you're going to get your certificate. That's what I really wanted to get with your getting your certificate for that.
Oh, so you want us to...
Oh, yeah, we're doing that.
Oh,
we have to. These are things that's one in a lifetime. Thanks. It's not, but
I
it's
really
important.
love your enthusiasm. It's so sweet.
Why? You don't agree with it?
No, I do. I'm saying like, because you know, I feel
I
like
feel like he's being sarcastic.
no,
You
I'm
feel
not.
that?
No, you feel like I'm trying to be funny.
Yes.
Then, girl, what was the joke?
I
Like,
feel like you're always trying to be playing with me.
Babe, I
Like,
know.
I feel like if you disagree with something I do, give me a side eye. You
Nope.
say, ooh, love to see it for you.
because
I
you
love
know,
it.
'cause you know, like in our relationship, it's like a yin and yang.
Yes.
It's like a
It's just,
baba and babble. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
It's like
I
a
feel
muka
that.
maka.
It's like I know what you're thinking. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But since I know what you're thinking, I know you're giving me a side eye. And I know
But
that
I'm
you
not.
feel it.
I'm
Yeah.
saying like I feel like out of this relationship, because you know I'm just so bland. Sometimes I feel like you got to be that one that's quirky and peppy, and I'll be at the sidelines just tight.
So I'm going to
sure.
just reiterate one of our flyers, which is the Hartford Communities That Care's 5th annual Raising Youth Voices Youth Summit on Saturday, April 29, 2023, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 2550 Main Street, Hartford, Connecticut. And youth will be sharing presentations on community violence, trauma, education, child safety, and all of that. So please be there, and you have to RSVP. Where do they RSVP at? It's gonna take me a second to read. Please RSVP to their Gmail at hctcyouthleaders@gmail.com, and we will put this on our Instagram again so that you guys will have all of this information there.
Right, press the link.
Babe, what was your favorite part about today's interview and our radio show in general?
I think when the three of us were like talking, and I feel like it was just like
having an open conversation.
Just having like an
right?
open conversation, because I feel like I don't be having these a lot. Don't be wrong, like me and you, we be talking, but I feel like I just be like so busy, I don't really get to ever just sit down and really just talk about like things with mental health and coping mechanisms and little things. So yeah, today was really nice.
What did you like about our topic though? Because it's really hard to like find a topic based on the month. Do you like it, or do you feel like it's very like it's
No, I like
something where
it.
like branches out a lot?
I like it, but I don't know. I feel like it's a sensitive topic.
Yes, I was
It's a
just going to say
sensitive
that. I
topic.
was going to say it's a sensitive topic. Sometimes you don't want to offend, but it's like, how can you talk about certain things without being offensive?
Yeah.
Or sharing yourself, expressing yourself.
But I like today's topic. I shared my story. Y'all know who I am, Beba. It was a nice discussion. And what's your name? Y'all, my girl. Y'all, I could y'all not my girl. We gotta snap it up for her, because I feel like the way how she was talking. No. Yeah, we gotta snap it up for her. I like how everybody snapped. That was so cute. But
Yeah.
I feel like we gotta snap it up for her, because I feel like being a young black woman in this generation, and just to have that type of communication with other peers, and the way how you advocated for yourself, and the way how you advocated for those programs, it really made me think what I wanted to do in college and whatnot. So I appreciate you for that. Right, Daisy?
Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you.
I would hope so.
So I just want to remember that our next radio show will be May 21st at 11 a.m. sharp. DM us on our social medias. Follow our Instagram at Teen Takeover Show. Let us know topics you're interested in. If you want to shout anybody out, we do Hero of the Month. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it this month, but we definitely will have it next month. This is 89.9 WQTQ. My name is Daisy Griega, and this is Teen Takeover.